GTA 6 is easily the most anticipated game of all time, and like a lot of you, I'm especially excited for the story mode. But there is one concern I don't see talked about very often, and it has nothing to do with Dan Houser or other longtime Rockstar developers leaving the company. For the first time in the series, Rockstar is making a GTA game fully aware that its online mode could become one of the biggest revenue drivers in all of entertainment. And that raises an uncomfortable question. Could that change how much priority the story mode gets? By that, I don't mean the story being bad. I mean whether it could be shorter or less ambitious than people expect. There's no proof that this is happening, but it's a question worth examining. So in this video, I want to look at both sides of the argument and realistically assess where GTA 6's story stands right now. When Rockstar was developing GTA 5, they had no way of knowing how successful GTA Online would become. At launch, online was just one component of the game, not the cultural and financial force it eventually turned into. Since releasing in 2013, GTA 5 has remained incredibly relevant. In 2025, it was the third most downloaded game on PlayStation consoles, an almost unheard of achievement for a 13-year-old title. A huge reason for that longevity is GTA Online, which has generated billions of dollars in recurring revenue over the last decade. Because of that success, Rockstar is now developing GTA 6 with a very different set of expectations. This time they know the online mode will likely be massively successful. While that doesn't mean the story mode will be neglected, it does introduce a new dynamic, one where online is no longer an unknown experiment, but a proven revenue engine. That knowledge alone could influence how Rockstar approaches the overall experience. We've also seen Rockstar shift priorities before. Single-player story DLC was originally planned for GTA 5, but those plans were abandoned once GTA Online proved to be more successful. This doesn't mean Rockstar stopped caring about storytelling, but it does show that when online became the bigger focus, story content took a back seat. That precedent alone makes the concern worth discussing, even if it doesn't guarantee the same outcome for GTA 6. Player behavior also plays a role here. For a large portion of the audience, GTA is effectively synonymous with GTA Online. Many players have spent hundreds or even thousands of hours in online without ever finishing the story mode. For me personally, in my friend group, only me and my brother have beaten the story, despite all of us spending massive amounts of time in online. That doesn't mean that story doesn't matter, but it does show that a sizable segment of the player base prioritizes online far more. Rockstar is almost certainly aware of this, and when you combine player behavior with financial incentives, it's reasonable to wonder whether online could receive more internal focus. Especially when you consider that GTA 6 Online will be immediately compared to GTA 5 Online, a mode that has had over a decade of updates, content, and systems layered on top of it. Players will expect heists, properties, vehicles, and deep progression almost immediately, and those expectations could further pressure Rockstar to prioritize online development. Again, none of this proves that GTA 6's story has been sidelined, but it helps explain why the concern exists in the first place. Rockstar has an exceptional track record when it comes to narrative-driven games. Titles like GTA 4, Red Dead Redemption, GTA 5, and especially Red Dead Redemption 2 show a consistent pattern. Rockstar cares deeply about storytelling. Even though Dan Houser and other longtime creatives have left the company, these games were never the work of one person. Rockstar's narratives are built by large, experienced teams, and there's little evidence to suggest that the studio suddenly lost its ability to tell meaningful stories. This commitment to narrative becomes especially important when we look at Red Dead Redemption 2. Released years after GTA Online had already proven itself as a massive moneymaker, RDR2 could have been designed very differently if Rockstar had truly shifted its priorities toward online monetization. Instead, the game delivered a slow, character-driven story that many consider to be the best narrative in gaming. That kind of experience requires time, resources, and creative focus, none of which align with a studio that has abandoned single-player storytelling. What makes RDR2 even more telling is how its online component was handled afterward. Red Dead Online never received the same level of support or long-term updates as GTA Online, and it failed to maintain a large player base. From a financial standpoint, Rockstar arguably could have made more money by releasing a story expansion like Undead Nightmare 2 instead. The fact that they didn't aggressively pivot away from the story suggests that narrative still mattered more to them than chasing after another live service hit. So if Rockstar was willing to prioritize story even after the overwhelming success of GTA Online, the next question becomes, does this philosophy still apply to GTA 6? Looking only at official information and ignoring leaks or rumors, everything Rockstar has shown so far about GTA 6 has been centered on the story mode. The trailers, screenshots, and character reveals all focus on setting, tone, relationships, and narrative themes. There's been no official mention of GTA 6 Online at all. If Online were the primary focus, it would be reasonable to expect Rockstar to start shaping expectations early. Instead, the marketing has been deliberately story first. That silence around Online doesn't mean it isn't an important factor. In fact, it likely reflects a strategic decision. GTA 5 Online is still extremely profitable, and revealing details about GTA 6 Online too early could hurt player engagement and spending in the current game. Waiting until closer to launch allows Rockstar to protect its existing revenue while maintaining full control over how the new online experience is introduced. When you connect these dots, Rockstar's narrative history, the clear priorities shown in RDR2, and the story-focused marketing of GTA 6, a pattern starts to emerge. While it's fair to worry that online could influence development decisions, there's also strong evidence that Rockstar hasn't abandoned what made their games resonate in the first place. So what's the final verdict? Will online overtake the story, or is narrative still the primary focus of GTA 6? I think it's fair to say that online will play a bigger role than ever before. Rockstar is building GTA 6 knowing its online mode could become one of the most profitable entertainment products of all time. We're still months away from release, and we don't yet know many specifics about the story, which makes concerns about priorities feel reasonable. That said, nothing we've seen so far suggests that the story is being sidelined. Every piece of official marketing has focused entirely on the narrative, its characters, tone, and world. There's been no official look at online at all, which makes it hard to argue that it's being pushed ahead of the campaign. More importantly, Rockstar's track record matters. Even after GTA Online became massively successful, they delivered Red Dead Redemption 2, a game that clearly prioritized story above everything else. Narrative has always been central to Rockstar's identity, and there's little reason to believe that suddenly changes with GTA 6. My take is that GTA 6 won't force a choice between story and online. The story mode will be what defines the game at launch, while online is what keeps it relevant for the next decade, much like GTA 5. Both can succeed without one coming at the expense of another. Overall, I'm optimistic about the campaign, even if there's still unknowns. I do have another concern about GTA 6's story, but that's something I'll save for another video.